Dear students, look at this picture and tell what all things you can see here. If you look closely, you will find that in this picture there are many hidden things. So take your notebook and write down what all things you find when you see in this picture. Okay, you would have found a lot of things. And how was the artist or the painter able to hide a lot of things in this picture? So it's the ability of the artist which made the picture mysterious. Mysterious means something that cannot be explained or the reason cannot be found. Our next lesson is The Mysterious Picture by Charles de Coster. And in this story is from the legend of the glorious adventures of Till Spiegel. It narrates an interesting episode from the life of an artist. Okay, now listen to what is being read out. Till, in the course of his wanderings from court to court, rode to the palace of the Archduke of Battenberg on his donkey. His clothes and appearance attracted everyone's attention. His cap was set smartly on his head, and the three bright feathers on it danced in the breeze as he rode. At the main entrance to the palace, the captain of the guards called out to him, "Hey there, you fellow on the donkey. We don't allow any loafers here. You and your donkey already look like skeletons." The captain of the guards was a tall, well-built, red-haired man of about 25. He was handsomely dressed in his gold-braided uniform. Till looked at him coolly and then dismounted from his donkey. He bowed low and said, "May God bless you, Sir Captain. If I look like a skeleton, it is not my fault. I am very hungry. I have come here because I am forced to. If you will be so good as to give me a piece of the gold cord that you wear on your coat, I will go and hang myself by the teeth on that large leg of mutton that I see hanging in the butcher's shop." The captain was playing a game of chess with another officer. He looked curiously at Till. "Where do you come from?" he asked. "From Flanders," replied Till. "What do you want?" "I should like to show His Highness the Archduke one of my paintings. I am a painter." "Well, if you are a painter and if you come from Flanders, you may come in," said the captain somewhat impressed. The captain knew that Flemish painters and their pictures were in great demand all over Europe. Till was presented to the Archduke. He saluted the Archduke 3 times and stood before him with his head bowed. May your Highness pardon me for my rashness in thinking that one of my paintings will please your Highness. I have brought a picture of Our Lady the Virgin in her royal robes. I have painted it especially so that I might lay it at your noble feet. Till paused a few moments for his words to sink in. Then he continued, You must forgive me, Your Highness, if I have dared to hope that this picture will please you. Perhaps Your Highness might wish to offer me the chair of your court painter who died recently. I can see the empty velvet chair waiting to be filled. Okay, dear students, what does that mean? Till, in the course of his wanderings from court to court, rode to the palace of the Archduke of Battenberg on his donkey. Till, in the course of his traveling aimlessly from one place to another place. So Till was a wanderer. He was traveling from one place to another, from court to court. He was traveling from the court of one king to the court of another king, rode to the palace of the Archduke of Battenberg, and he rode to the palace of the Archduke. Archduke is the king of Battenberg. Battenberg is a place in Germany. On his donkey. So he was traveling from place to place on a donkey, and he reached the palace of the Archduke of Battenberg. His clothes and appearance attracted everyone's attention. His clothes and appearance, look, attracted everyone's attention. Everyone who saw him were looking at him because of his clothes and his look. His cap was set smartly on his head. He was wearing a cap on his head which was kept very smart, and the 3 bright feathers on it danced in the breeze as he rode. And on the cap there were 3 feathers, and the 3 feathers were dancing in the breeze. Breeze is a slight wind. So as he was riding on his donkey, because of the wind, the feathers on his cap were dancing. At the main entrance to the palace, so he reached the main entrance. Entrance is the gate to the palace. It is the palace of the Archduke of Battenberg. The captain of the guards called him out. So when he reached there, the captain of the guards is the soldiers. So the captain of the soldiers called him out. Hey there, you fellow person on the donkey. So he's calling Till. Hey fellow on the donkey, we don't allow any loafers here. Loafer is a person who avoids work and spends their time idly, that is without doing any work. So he's saying we don't allow any loafers here. So it's better you go away from this place. You and your donkey already look like skeletons. You and your donkey are looking like skeletons. Skeleton is just the bones. So you and your donkey are already looking like skeletons. The captain of the guards was tall, well-built, red-haired man of about 25. So the captain of the guards was a tall man, well-built, very strong, red-haired. His hair was red in color and of about 25. So he was nearly 25 years old. He was handsomely dressed in his gold-braided uniform. So he was very handsomely dressed. He was very nicely dressed in his gold-braided uniform. Braided. Braided is a thin strip of cloth, twisted threads that is attached to clothes, uniforms, or other things made of cloth as a decoration. So it's a thin strip of cloth attached to uniforms as a kind of a attraction. So in this uniform you find something here. This is braided, and here it is also golden in color. So this is gold braided uniform. Till looked at him coldly, without any fear or tension, and then get down. And he got down from his donkey. He was riding on a donkey. So when the captain of the guards called him, he went to him, and without any fear, he got down from the donkey. He bowed low. He bowed before the captain of the guards and said, bow means keep your heads down. It's a way of showing respect. May God bless you, Sir Captain. May God bless you, Sir Captain. Sir Captain, may God bless you. If I look like a skeleton, it is not my fault. If I look like a skeleton, it's not my mistake. Fault means mistake. I am very hungry. I have come here because I am forced to. I have come to the palace of the Archduke because I am forced to. I don't like coming over here, but something has made me come over here. If you will be so good to give me a piece of gold cord that you wear on your coat, I will go and hang myself by the teeth on that large leg of mutton that I see hanging in that butcher's shop. So if you give me a piece of the gold cord is a thread. So on his gold-braided uniform, there is a threads made of gold. So if you give me that gold cord that you wear on your uniform, on your coat, I will go and hang myself by the teeth on that large leg of mutton that I see hanging in that butcher's shop. Butcher is a person who sells meat in a shop. So you would have seen in a meat shop, in a shop where you get the flesh of buffaloes, it is hanged on a. So I will go and hang myself. I am ready to die if you give me your golden cord from your uniform. So I will go and hang myself by the teeth on that large leg of mutton that I see hanging in that butcher's shop. It's a kind of figurative language. It's a kind of a expression which tells about that he is ready to die. In Malayalam, we say, അവനൊരു കാര്യം ഏൽപ്പിച്ചാൽ കണക്കായിപ്പോയി. That doesn't mean that if you give anything to him, it becomes mathematics. It means he will not do that thing properly. It's the same case. The captain was playing a game of chess with another officer. So the captain of the guards, he was playing a game of chess. He was playing a game of chess with another officer. He looked curiously in a strange and unusual way because this was not the answer he had expected. So he looked at this person. Who is this fellow talking to me like this? Where do you come from? He asked. So the captain of the guards asked him from where he was coming. Till replied that he was coming from Flanders. Flanders refers to the area of northeast France and Belgium. What do you want? Why have you come from such a long distance? Because Flanders is in Belgium and Battenberg is in Germany. I would like to show His Highness the Archduke one of my paintings. So Till said that he wants to show His Highness. His Highness means the king. The Archduke is the king. So His Highness, I would like to show His Highness. His Highness is a word used to show the respect to the king. The Archduke, that is the king, one of my paintings. I am a painter. Well, if you are a painter and if you come from Flanders, you may come in. Okay, my dear friend, if you are a painter and if you come from Flanders, you can come inside. Said the captain, somewhat impressed. The captain was somewhat impressed. He was quite satisfied. He was quite happy with Till because he was a painter and he was coming from Flanders. There is a reason for that. You will see that. The captain knew that Flemish painters, so what Flemish painters? Flemish painting developed during the 15th century and continued to exist till 17th century. So Flemish painting was between 15th and 17th century. Most of the leading painters of Northern Europe belong to Flanders. So many of the leading painters of the Europe belong to the place called Flanders, and so they were called Flemish painters. Since the Napoleonic era, Flemish painters have been trying to regain the reputation set by the old masters. They were trying to get back the reputation, the respect which was made by the old painters. The Flemish painters were masters of the oil medium. They painted in oil colors and used it primarily to portray a robust and realistically detailed vision of the world around them. And they used this to show a robust means healthy, and a realistic society around them. Jan van Eyck and Rubens were two masters of Flemish painters. So that is about Flemish painting. So these two people, Till was a Flemish painter, and their pictures were in great demand all over Europe. And the pictures of Flemish painters were of great demand in Europe. Everyone wanted the pictures of Flemish painters. Till was presented to the Archduke. So Till was brought before the Archduke. Till was brought before the king. He saluted the Archduke 3 times. So he saluted the Archduke 3 times and stood before him with his head bowed. And he stood before the king with his head bowed down to show his respect to the king. May your highness pardon me. So he was saying, may your highness is the king, pardon me, forgive me, excuse me for my rashness. Rashness means the quality of being careless or unwise. If I am careless, or if in thinking that one of my paintings will please your highness. I have bought a picture of Our Lady the Virgin in her royal robes. So he has brought a picture of Our Lady the Virgin. Our Lady the Virgin is Mother Mary. Our Lady the Virgin is Mother Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ. So I have bought a picture of Mother Mary in her royal robes, royal, kingly robes, dress. So I have bought a picture of the Mother Mary in her royal dress, and I thought that this picture will please your highness. Please make the king happy. But it's a carelessness on my part. I am not sure whether the king will like it or not. I have painted it especially so that I might lay it at your noble feet. I have painted it specially. I have painted it particularly only for you, so that I can keep it at your feet, so that I can present it to you. Till paused a few moments for his words to sink in. So Till stopped for his words to sink in, settle down. Then he continued with his speech. You must forgive me, you must excuse me, Your Highness, if I have dared to hope that this picture will please you. So I have dared, if I have the courage to think that this picture will please you. Please forgive me if it is not so. Your Highness might wish me to offer me the chair of your court painter who died recently. Sometimes you may like my picture. Your Highness, that is the king, might like my picture and would wish to make me the court painter who died recently, because the chair of the court painter is empty, because your court painter died recently, just a few days back. I can see the empty velvet chair waiting to be filled. I can see that the empty velvet chair over there. It is waiting to be filled. There is no one sitting over there. So that chair is empty. You have not appointed anyone as a court painter. So sometimes, after seeing my picture, you will make me your court painter. Okay, dear students, let's look at some questions which will help you to understand the lesson. Where do the events narrated in the story take place? So where does the events narrated in the story take place? The story takes place in the palace of the Archduke of Battenberg. Next question. Mention two central characters you identify at this point. Who are the two central characters? Central characters means the main characters. Till Rinspiegel, then Captain of the Guards. These are the two central characters you identify at this point in the story. Okay, the next question. What do you understand about the character of Till? Is he a serious man or one with sense of humor? How do you know about this? What do you understand about the character of Till? He is someone who wanders from court to court. He is a man with a good sense of humor. What do you mean by humor? Humor means fun, a joking kind of person, a jovial person. His appearance and mannerism make us think so. So how do you know about this? That he has a good sense of humor. His appearance and mannerism makes us think so. Okay, let's move to the next question. Is there a change in the attitude of the captain? What is the reason behind it? Is there a change in the attitude of the captain? Yes, What is the reason behind his change of attitude? The captain of the guards understood that Till was a Flemish painter. So he changed his attitude towards Till. What does Till wish to become? Till wishes to become the coat painter. Okay, now let's have a look at some additional questions. On what was Till riding? On what was he riding? He was riding on a donkey. Okay, the next question. Who stopped Till at the main entrance? The captain of the guards. The captain of the guards looked like? Yes, he was tall, then well-built, then red-haired, and the last one, man of about 25. Okay, now let's look at the next question. What will Till do if he gets a gold cord from the captain of the guards? What did he say? What will he do if he gets a gold cord? He will go and hang himself by the large leg of mutton in the butcher's shop. What does it mean? It means he is ready to die. Next question. What was the captain of the guards playing? Yes, correct. A game of chess. Next question. From where was Till coming? Yeah, Flanders. Okay, next question. Why did Till come to Battenberg to show one of his paintings to the Archduke? What was the picture painted by Till? Or what picture did Till paint? Yes, Virgin Lady in her royal robes. Okay, dear students, now you have some assignments. The captain of the guards, after his meeting with Till, writes his feeling in a diary. Prepare a likely diary entry. Okay, dear students, now let's have a look at the next question. Okay, the next question. Till writes a letter to his friend about his meeting with the captain of the guards. Prepare the likely letter. Okay, dear students, that's for today. You have to write this in your notebook and take a photo of it and send it to me on my personal WhatsApp number. You have to send it to the teacher who is taking your lessons for you. Okay, thank you and have a wonderful day.